Welcome back. It's your boy, Bola's Big X. Dun, 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 I don't know, music. Dun, cue music. If I can edit that in, if I can't, oh well, not my problem. Dun, 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 oh yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Good afternoon, morning, daytime of some sort. Whether you be in California, Georgia, Kansas, Korea, Europe somewhere, Netherlands, Germany, Latvia, I don't know. Just somewhere in those areas. Hi. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't seen my channel before, I'm surprised you're still here because I'm losing my mind because I'm crazy and all that, but that's what makes it fun, right? Before I get things started with what this video is actually about, go check out the Prodigy Bowler Store. I'll probably put a link in the description. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm just saying I did make the match play. I was throwing the first game. Actually, no, I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm just saying balls I threw Excess Pearl, and during qualifying I threw my Excess Iron. But I threw mostly my Excess Pearl during match play. Not going to say anything else. Let that be. I'll link it down in the description. I love Bowling Prodigy. I just don't really get the chance much too often anymore. But hopefully in the sooner weeks you can see me more on there. Also, other updates. I have a tournament this Sunday. I'm hoping to do a video before that tournament or on my way to the tournament, like a vlog saying, hey, you know, I got a tournament coming up. But no. So, what is this video actually going to be about? Well, I got something drilled. Donna, Morpheus Dream, the new release from California Bowling LLC, Lane Masters, or Legends by Lane Masters to be exact. I got drilled. I'm excited to throw it. So this is going to be my first impression video. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to do more of these, so I'm going to explain how I'm going to do this. I'm going to start off with first impression videos from now on, being like, so, yada, 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 bowling talk. Then, after that, I'll show you the ball I have, the layout, and whatnot. So, because I just so accidentally have the ball right here, drilled up, I'm going to show you the layout of it, because people always ask, what's your layout? Well, I don't know my numbers to be exact, but I do know that my layout's always most likely going to be pin above the bridge, pin below the bridge, or pin in the ring finger. I'm going to show you my layout, and if you think that's a weird layout, it's not the layout, it's the finger holes, fingertip, and this is a Sargista grip is what they call it. This is conventional, this is a fingertip. Famous bowlers that have used the Sargista grip, Mike Fagan, Mike Devaney, Marshall Ken at one point, Cameron Doyle, not the point. So this is my Morpheus Dream layout. As you see, in my prior video I did the unboxing, and you saw the Legends by Lane Masters and Morpheus Dream. But this is my layout. We got CG right here. We got the pin, we got the pin right here. Sorry, I'm losing it. I told you I'm losing it. Pin right here, CG right here, right below the ring finger. I don't know if you can tell it from the camera because it's kind of hard to see. It's right here. And we got the minus bias all the way down here, right next to my switch grip, because turbo all the way. Let's get it. Now, also the way I'm going to do these is after I do this, after this is said done, show you the ball, talk about it a little bit, which I need to do now. We have the Lane Masters Morpheus Dream. My top weight 3.2, pin distance was 3.2 as well. Yeah. I need to tell you a little bit about the ball. RG is, I can't remember this off the top of my head. It's like 2.56. The diff is like 0.059. It's a really high diff asymmetric ball. And the mass bias I think is 0.03 or 0.029. Good. I'm really excited for it. I have not thrown many asymmetric balls. I don't really throw asymmetric balls, but I really needed one. I feel like I really needed a really strong, heavy oil reading asymmetric ball, hence the Morpheus Dream. But off of that, first impression videos are going to be like this, and then I'm going to segment into me throwing some shots with it. And when I throw shots with it, it doesn't mean it's going to be on fresh house shot. It's going to be on whatever it's out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go to the bowling alley. I'm going to record a few shots. I'll record some commentating over it. And then so on. And then I'll close the video off. So it's going to take a lot longer to do these videos than most videos. But I'm doing it because I love y'all. I have 53 subscribers now, something like that. And I have over 1,000 views. I know I had a 50 subscriber video the other day. But I forgot to mention, I have over 1,000 views. And that's with 6 months, or no, 4 months of doing this? That's just mind-blowing. Most people don't get those kind of numbers that fast because, you know, they do something and it just takes a long time. So I'm really glad. I'm really thankful for all the support I've been getting. And now, since I've explained all of this, I'm going to segment into, drumroll, bowling video. And yeah, so go watch the ball motion now. Bye. Well, not bye. Just go watch the ball motion. It'll come up in a second. And welcome back. And as you know, this is my first opinions really video with actually when we have ball motion and me commentating over it. So first impression on the Morpheus Dream is that it's strong. I mean, there's not much you can say about this ball. It is strong, and there's no arguing that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what company you throw. This ball hooks. It's asymmetric. It's a big hooking ball. It actually looks. You wouldn't think that the colors, the red and yellow, would look good going down the lane, but they actually do look really good going down the lane, in my opinion. Like, I really like the red and yellow together going down the lane. This was on a house shot. It was a little bit burned up, but it wasn't super, super burned up. So this was, I would say this is like a house shot after 2 games, maybe. Like, it felt really fresh. And this ball with the clean cover stock, it hooked a lot. As you can see in these shots, I'm playing really deep out of my comfort zone. Because most people who watch me bowl, I usually play really direct with equipment. I don't really move left that much. I like playing between 20 and 5 and just pitching the ball straight out there and getting that really tight angle. But with this ball, it allows me to go, farther left and circle it more, give me more of that entry angle. This ball does not do really anything I don't like. It gives me a good read, but not too much. It carries well. The only issue is that when I get it too far right, which is a user error, not the ball error, it's a user error. When I get the ball too far right, it'll just hook too much. You'll hit that friction on a lot of the house shots and then just go skirt left, which I get that. That's all balls though. Like, legitimately, that's how things go. This ball makes up for a lot of errors though. So if you pull this ball, it's going to carry. I honestly, I would say, depending on what you're bowling on, I much rather tug this ball than pitch it too far right. Because if you do, on a lot of conditions, you'll just go hook through the nose, big 4 or Greek church. And that is the case for really strong asymmetric equipment. I mean, you're going to get that. It's how things work. It's how life works. Oh well, don't throw bad shots, as the saying goes, am I right? If you don't throw bad shots, you don't really have to worry about it as much. And I believe now, upcoming in this next shot or two, I'll be actually going a full game where I throw every shot. Like, literally every shot. Shot for shot. Not even editing, no taking cuts on video or anything, just straight bowling. Right here. This is the first frame. As you can see, though, the ball motion is quite strong. I thought that was good off my hand, but after a few shots the game prior, you can see it just started taking off left. And being at 4,000, it doesn't transition as bad as a lot of asymmetric stuff does that's at lower surfaces. But I feel like if I take this down lower, it might actually be more beneficial because I might be able to blend out some wet dry or chew through some of the heavier stuff. Because despite this ball being really strong, it's still controlled. So I feel like if I take it down maybe to 1,000, or maybe even 500 if need be, and really chew up the fronts, I'll be able to go to a ball motion that's a little bit weaker. For instance, my Terminator Armageddon that I got today. As you see, I just got a wrap 10, flat 10, soft 10, 10 pin, mix of all three. Um, That happens. Especially when you're playing for such deep angles, you hit the dry and it loses a little too much energy. But honestly, I do enjoy doing videos like this much more because of the fact that even though it takes longer, I can get more. You can actually see how the ball looks, how it reads, what my first impression is. I will say this ball is borderline the strongest ball I've ever thrown. I've thrown a lot of equipment from a lot of companies, and this ball is up there with them. Like, it is strong. But one thing this ball offers that a lot of asymmetric stuff doesn't is the fact that it gets through the fronts, and when it hits, it doesn't bleed energy like, it doesn't bleed energy as much as a lot of the new asym stuff does. It actually gets the pocket clean enough where it can carry. Seeing in a lot of the heavy duty asym balls nowadays, they'll throw them and they'll look good. And you're like, that'll be good. And then it's a 10 pin. And you're like, well, that sucks. And then you'll throw it again, and you're like, oh, that's good. And it's a 7 pin. And then you throw it again. And it's a 5, 7, 10, and you're looking at yourself like, am I throwing a bowling ball or a pancake? And you question why you even bought that ball. Yeah, I can hook on oil, but if it can't carry, what's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? That's why I really like this ball, because it does offer a tremendous amount of carry. Don't let the few flat 10s fool you. I mean, that's shots that are bad. When I flush this ball, it's striking. Like, legitimately. If I hit pocket, it's striking. Now, like, for instance, that shot, you leave a messenger that goes in front of the 10 pin. You hardly ever see me throw messengers in general, but a messenger that goes in front of the 10 pin shows how much energy this ball stores on the back end, which I would attribute to the higher surface, or the lower surface on it not being so high, not being as early as a lot of the surface balls are. But still, you can see that tremendous. It's holding energy, but when it turns with that energy. But somehow, it doesn't burn up all that energy after turning. Like, it goes down lane, hooks, continues to gain energy somehow. Like, physics don't mean anything. Because that totally is how physics works, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even on shots that I get too far right, they come back roaring, and some of them have enough energy to kick out the 10 pins, like a lot of asym stuff doesn't. Honestly, I would classify this not as a extremely heavy oiler, but it's a controlled heavy oiler. For you who don't know what a heavy oiler is a ball that hooks and everything. It's a ball you made for heavy oil. This ball's made for heavy oil, but it's not made, to outhook the oil. It's made to control the oil. I see this with a lot of new stuff, is that they want to outhook the oil. They want to say, okay, let's take a frictionless surface and try to apply friction to it, which is impossible. Because when you do that, the frictionless surface is still a frictionless surface, and it will just let the ball labor. So by making it a controlled oiler, you don't have as strong as reaction as you can get, but you also have strong enough to get through the oil, control the back ends, and you will be able to blend out when people are having to move to weaker stuff because it's just too much for them. The first ball they had, this ball you still be in play. I mean, so if you take a really aggressive asymmetric solid from I'm not going to say any company names because I should, but I'm not going to because I want to be nice in this video. Let's just say company S produces a ball, as you see me pounce out the gutter there, produces a ball called the SL, right? And the SL, you throw it, and it turns, and it hits. And it's a 10 pin. You're like, okay. And then you keep throwing it, and you start picking up some strikes, get some angle on the ball and all. But then the SL starts getting weaker and on the corner, and it starts hooking sooner. It's burning up energy faster, right? So but you can't move too far left because the ratio is really low. So if you have like a 1 to 1.5 ratio, 1 to 1 ratio on the pattern, and you want to move left, you can't because you miss one board right, it's getting to the 10 pin. If you miss one board left, it's hooking to the 7 pin, or vice versa for you lefties. So you take this SL and you put it back in your bag and you say, well, what else do I have? And then you go to something weaker, but the ball won't make back the corner, but it's your second strongest ball. Well, what do? I mean, is there anything you really can do? Because the ball just won't make it back to the pocket, or you can try to move left, but if you miss bad. You get what I'm saying? This ball gives you the control of a strong symmetric ball, but gives you the hook of an asymmetric ball. And as my first opinion goes, this ball is phenomenal. And, honestly, a lot of people should own one. I mean, you need a good ball for heavy oil, but you can control it. This is the ball. And enough being said, now back to the regular part of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like what you saw, just click down below to the link of CaliforniaBowlingLLC.com and go check out their go check out their website. And if you really want one, just add to cart and order one. The Morpheus Dream is a great ball. I can't recommend it enough. Y'all want that heavy controlled ball. And that's for it for the video. If you like what you saw here, I have never tried really these kind of videos. I like it. It just takes a lot of time. But if you like it, just let me know in the comments or with likes or with subscribers or with views or something, and I'll do more of these because, it's all about making the views. Oh yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and salute.